And I'm also worried about Elon Musk warning Americans to prepare for temporary hardship. I'm surprised at the result, but I'm not surprised. That I am disappointed, disgusted, and saddened by what I'm seeing.
Sunny Hostin and the other co-hosts on The View seem to have a serious fixation with Donald Trump, and now Elon Musk appears to be joining that conversation. But a claim is making the rounds that Musk responded to their comments by exposing Hostin in connection with a $50 million Twitter fraud lawsuit. So, is there actually any truth behind this story, or is it another exaggerated headline? Let's break down what's really going on and get straight into it.
I think if you look at the New York Times this morning, the headline was "America Makes a Perilous Choice." I think that in 2016, we didn't know what we would get from a Trump administration, but we know now. And we know now that he will have almost unfettered power.
Elon Musk's purchase of Twitter sparked plenty of debate about where the platform was headed, and one person who wasn't exactly optimistic was The View co-host Sunny Hostin. During a roundtable discussion, she quickly shared her reaction to the deal. For months, there had been rumors that Musk was planning to buy Twitter. Then the rumors became reality when he completed the purchase for a reported $44 billion.
And so I worry, not about myself, actually. I don't worry about my station in life. I worry about the working class. I worry about my mother, a retired teacher. I worry about our elderly and their Social Security and their Medicare.
In a statement, Musk described his vision for Twitter, calling it a kind of digital town square. He argued that free speech is essential to a healthy democracy, and that Twitter has become a place where major conversations about the future of society take place. Musk also said he wanted to improve the platform by introducing new features, making the algorithm more transparent, reducing spam and bots, and expanding user verification. He said Twitter had enormous potential, and that he was excited to work with both the company and its users to see what the platform could become.
I worry about my children's future, especially my daughter, who now has less rights than I have. And I remember my father telling me many, many years ago that I was the first person in his family to enjoy full civil rights. And now I have less civil rights than I had when he told me that. So again, I'm profoundly disturbed that the 14th Amendment of the Constitution did not prevent someone who participated in an insurrection.
Sunny Hostin has a very different view of what Elon Musk's Twitter takeover could mean for the platform. She's worried about its future, especially at a time when critics already accuse Twitter of allowing and hateful content under the banner of free speech. Sunny argued that Twitter can be a pretty toxic place. She also suggested that some people were excited about Musk because they believed he would loosen the platform's rules and essentially let the trolls run wild.
From becoming president of the United States, I think that going forward, the convicted box on employment applications better be taken off, because if you can be the president of the United States, then you should not be prevented from employment in this country, because I remember applying for my jobs as a federal prosecutor.
Sunny also said Elon's plans for the platform made her uneasy, particularly when it comes to women. She pointed to a report from the Economist's intelligence unit telling her co-hosts that 38% of women worldwide said they had experienced abuse on Twitter, while 85% said they had witnessed it happening to others.
There was a box for felons. Well, and so that box better be taken off. And I think our healthcare system is now at risk. I think
no fluoride for anyone.
Yeah, economists have made clear that he's going to increase the debt by $7.75 trillion.
She went on to argue that Twitter doesn't necessarily represent the real world, claiming that its user base is largely made up of men. Sunny said that when Musk talks about protecting free speech, she worries the changes could end up giving more influence to that particular group.
Worried about mass deportation and internment camps, and I'm also worried about Elon Musk warning Americans to prepare for temporary hardship. I'm surprised at the result, but I'm not surprised. As a woman of color, I was so hopeful that a mixed-race woman married to a Jewish guy.
It's no secret that Sunny has been critical of Musk, and Donald Trump's election victory only added to her frustration. As someone known for speaking openly about politics, Sunny Hostin made another major move by deleting her account on X, formerly known as Twitter. During an appearance on the Behind the Table podcast, the 56-year-old explained that after Trump's election victory, she felt stepping away from the platform was the most patriotic decision she could make.
I think the more relevant question actually is, what is wrong with America? I think what is wrong with our country that the Republican Party would choose as a candidate and support a candidate who is an electionist, who is an election, who is someone who is twice impeached, 34-time.
Sunny didn't hold back, accusing Elon Musk of ruining X after taking over the platform. She said what she once enjoyed, including Black Twitter, have been overshadowed by racism and misogyny. She also criticized Musk's role in Doge, saying she wanted nothing to do with anything he owned. She even added that she wouldn't buy a Tesla or its stock.
Someone who has been accused of alleged conduct by 26 women, found liable for sexual abuse. What is wrong with this country that they would choose a message of divisiveness, of xenophobia, of racism, of misogyny over a message of inclusiveness?
Sunny Hostin's comments came after she faced backlash over her remarks about Kamala Harris's election loss on The View. She argued that some groups, including women without college degrees and Latino men, played a role in the result. Sunny said she didn't believe Trump's victory was mainly about policy, but rather reflected what she described as growing cultural resentment in the country.
Message for the people, by the people, of the people. That's what the problem is. It's the Republican Party.
But can I say something before we can do this?
Sunny didn't hold back as she questioned why some non-college educated women would vote against what she saw as their own reproductive rights. She also questioned why Latino men would support a candidate she believed could threaten members of their own communities through deportation policies.
Well, speaking about comments and trolls and things like this,
yes.
I did notice yesterday that you are no longer on Twitter or X or whatever it is.
Yeah, I'm not.
You've kind of you figured out a while ago, you said to me that Twitter is not real life.
It's not real life because, you know, I did some research and it's like only 20% of Americans are on it.
Mm-hmm.
After her controversial comments about white women, Sunny faced plenty of backlash on X. Critics accused her of being bitter, with one user sarcastically asking if she was ever happy about anything besides indictments. Another user pushed back on her remarks, saying that calling people uneducated simply because they didn't vote Democrat revealed more about Sunny's own views than the voters she was criticizing.
Out of the 20%, 80% are the loudest. And it really consists of a lot of racism and misogyny. And once Elon Musk took it over, I feel like he ruined it. Like, Black Twitter was a thing that I loved, and it was sort of replaced. I think it's something like 4,000%.
Meanwhile, a headline claiming Elon Musk filed a $70 million lawsuit against ABC's The View and co-host Whoopi Goldberg has started circulating again. But there's an important detail. The story originally came from a satirical website in 2023 and later resurfaced through Facebook posts in November 2024. The post linked to a site known for fake celebrity stories, but provided no credible evidence or real details to support the lawsuit claim.
Misogyny and racism. And while I don't read the comments, my team does. And they were talking about like the that I was getting like all this like just horrible stuff. And I think that Elon Musk, I don't want to be affiliated with anything that he owns.
There's no credible evidence that Elon Musk ever filed a $70 million lawsuit against ABC or The View. Musk has not publicly announced any such legal action, and neither ABC nor Whoopi Goldberg has confirmed receiving a lawsuit from him. For now, the claim appears to be nothing more than a recycled rumor without solid evidence behind it.
I'm not going to buy a Tesla. I'm not going to buy Tesla stock. I felt, in a way, I felt like it was a patriotic thing to do, to just get rid of that.
Whoopi did it a while ago too, actually, when he first bought it.
Oh, I didn't know she did.
Yeah, when he first bought it.
I didn't know that.
Elon Musk, the owner of Tesla and SpaceX, became a frequent topic on The View, especially after entering the political spotlight. In 2024, he endorsed Donald Trump, campaigned alongside him, and later joined the newly created Department of Government Efficiency as a co-leader.
Yeah, I've been talking about it for a while.
Yes.
Getting
and
off
you really
of it.
stopped posting a long time ago.
I
Besides
did.
A few small things.
I did. I stopped
Yeah.
engaging because I think a lot of people are going to be reconsidering that post this election and post Elon Musk's involvement in social media and even involvement in the election. I think the most patriotic thing I could do right now is to just delete the account.
Elon Musk was back in the spotlight on The View on November 21st when Whoopi Goldberg referred to him as the actual vice president and questioned whether he should step away from owning X, the platform he purchased in 2022. He's making decisions and doing things, Goldberg argued, suggesting that Musk should consider giving up ownership of X.
What we're not going to do is say that there's some anointed class of journalists who are the special ones who get to tell everyone what they should think. That it should be up to the people what they think. And even if an article is completely accurate and comprehensive and everything.
Earlier, on an October 21st episode, Goldberg accused Elon Musk of trying to influence the election after his controversial $1 million voter petition giveaway. Sonny also took a shot at Trump, calling him a liar and joking that, in his case, it didn't.
Still, in writing that article, the media is choosing the narrative. They're deciding what to write an article about. So I'm hopeful that this can be more a case of the public choosing the narrative, as opposed to the media choosing narrative. But the media choose the narrative, at least a combination of the media and the public choosing the narrative.
She also pointed to what she saw as a contradiction, saying Trump praised Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream while moving to roll back DEI programs in government. Sonny argued that King fought not only for racial equality, but also for economic opportunity, something she said is often overlooked.
And the public getting to weigh in on stories if they think that they should add something to it, or we got something wrong. And over time, I think if Twitter is the best source of truth, it will succeed. And if we are not the best source of truth, we will fail.
She also reminded viewers that Martin Luther King Jr. supported reparations, framing them as a matter of justice rather than charity. Sonny then referenced one of King's well-known ideas. Telling someone to pull themselves up by their bootstraps means little when they don't even have the boots to begin with.
The biggest point of manipulation that occurs in the media is not when the media says something that's false or misleading, but because they do that, but their choice of narrative. What are they going to talk about? By choosing to focus on one thing and not focus on another thing.
Sonny continued criticizing Trump, arguing that he had been handed many of the opportunities he received. She pointed to his lack of political experience and argued that, in her view, his rise to the presidency wasn't based on. She summed up her argument by calling him a hire, joking that the initials meant didn't.
That they're sort of steering what information the public receives. Whereas I think the right thing is that the narratives that are important should be the narratives that the people as a whole think are important, not what a few media oligarchs think is important. But they sure like controlling information.
DEI programs have become a major point of debate across the country, especially after the Supreme Court's 2023 decision ending affirmative action in college admissions. During the 2024 campaign, Trump and other Republicans promised to roll back DEI initiatives, arguing that they can be unfair. After Trump's election, several major companies, including Walmart, Tractor Supply, and McDonald's, also began scaling back some of their DEI commitments.
America's just not just going to be great. America is going to reach heights that it has never seen before. The future is going to be amazing!
On Monday, Trump revoked a Biden-era order focused on evaluating DEI programs in federal workplaces. His new directive called for agencies to end what officials described as discriminatory DEI policies. Meanwhile, The View co-host Alyssa Farah Griffin warned that liberals moving from X to Blue Sky could deepen the political divide. She questioned how Americans can have meaningful conversations if each side stays on a different platform.
I think we want a secure border. We don't have a secure border. We want safe and clean cities. I think we want to reduce the amount of spending that we're, at least slow down the spending. Because we're currently spending at a rate that is bankrupting the country.
Goldberg responded that the hostility on X is one reason some people are leaving the platform. She said the problem goes beyond political disagreements, with users facing personal insults, name-calling, and attacks involving their families. According to Goldberg, that kind of behavior can push people away and make meaningful debate even harder.
The interest payments on U.S. debt this year exceeded the entire Defense Department spending. If this continues, all of the federal government taxes will simply be paying the interest. And you keep going down that road, you end up, in the tragic situation that Argentina had back in.
She also noted that some Republicans may be leaving X because of growing disagreements within their own party. At the same time, X saw a major surge in activity during the 2024 US presidential election, with Elon's platform playing a significant role in amplifying Donald Trump's campaign and political message.
Argentina used to be one of the most prosperous places in the world, and hopefully with Milei taking over, he can restore that. But it was an incredible fall from grace for Argentina to go from being one of the most prosperous places in the world to being very far from that. So I think we should not take American prosperity for granted.
Musk was clearly pleased once Trump's victory was confirmed. After being tapped to help lead the new Department of Government Efficiency, he told his millions of followers on X, "You are the media now." That raises a bigger question. Who will shape the media landscape going forward, and how will X change during Trump's second term?
As D.C. barrels towards yet another government shutdown, a bipartisan bill to keep the lights on was scrapped. And it has a lot of folks asking, who is in charge? Because I've been saying it for a while.
Yes, you have.
I've been saying that I think Elon Musk believes he's president.
Elon has been open about his plans for X since taking over in October 2022. His arrival made headlines with the now famous "let that sink in" moment. A little over a year later, Elon told X employees that his bigger goal was to transform the platform into an everything app for the United States.
I do.
Well, you've been calling him vice president.
I've called him vice president. I called him president because I don't know what JD is doing. I hardly ever say. I don't remember the last time we even talked about JD.
You're right. He's planning the presidency when they get rid of Trump.
So you think it's Musk Vance?
Possible.
Elon's vision for X goes far beyond social media. He wants it to become an all-in-one platform for messaging, payments, video, and more, similar to China's WeChat. And after the election, that goal may be within closer reach. Elon's reported net worth jumped by around $70 billion, pushing his total fortune above $300 billion.
Hey, you know who? Stay away from the stairways. Because, people put the leg out to trip you going down the stairs. Watch out. But it kind of seems like maybe he is the president because he got a promotion of some sort that none of us knew about.
But Elon's influence isn't only financial, it's political as well. With his new role focused on reducing government spending, he's been using X to share his views on budget cuts, Senate leadership, and deregulation. And of course, Elon even brought back another "let that sink in" joke, this time from the Oval Office. But what do you think? Should Musk take Sunny Hostin to court, or is this whole lawsuit story just another rumor? Share your thoughts in the comments, and thanks for watching. See you in the next one.